Welcome to the Redline podcast with your host, 8-Bit of Fun.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another glorious episode of Redline. And today we have a guest. So I'm gonna start off with the guests. I am your host, 8-Bit. We have the glorious Konoe,
Lost?
and then we have Ed
What's good, my people? I came back.
from vacation,
Cheeks.
Gold,
What's up?
and
I'm here with my eyes closed.
and Big Zig the Beast.
What's that, everybody?
Woo!
Redline.
The nature boy himself.
Woo!
So, one, thank you, Conway, for just being able to stop by. I know God's time is very precious to us all. So, I appreciate you stopping by. But I'm not sure how much you know about this, but it's something that big that recently happened in America where a Madden tournament played, just the American football tournament, was essentially troubled by an individual that decided to be very upset about their loss in the tournament and pulled out a gun. I'm not sure too much on the situation, but at least 2 people was killed, 4 people supposedly injured, and then they sadly turned the gun onto themselves at some point through the mayhem. But just as a tournament player, that is kind of like I'm tired of the rap behind video games causing violence. It just so happens to be violence around video games as I see it. I'm not sure how y'all feel, but do anybody have what was y'all take on it when y'all heard about it?
Honestly, I was watching the Madden tournament because I'm real big on Madden, so I was watching it. So I actually saw when things went south because they saved it as people still saving it as a Twitch clip. So that was disturbing too. I hate the whole people whenever a tragic event happen, people feel like they have to save it or post it on something you'll see somebody getting shot or something. You'll put on Snapchat. You see a dead body somewhere. Oh, look, Snapchat. This is what I saw. It's crazy. That needs to stop too. But besides the point, when I saw it, it kind of troubled me because you got to think about it. This was a Madden tournament, but we had in gaming community it's big now. Esports is big now. It's its own sports entirely now. So for people to just come to a Madden tournament and shoot it up, was not to say people won't come to AGDQ or something another big event and just come shoot that up. It's a tons of people come see that. It's for a good cause. It's for charity, raise money for kids and doctors and whatnot. So it's you got to start looking at the bigger picture. With these esports, people have rage issues, they break controllers and stuff. That's okay, you break controller because you're upset. That's a whole different issue. But for you to feel because I lost, I should take out somebody's life or just shoot up the place because I'm upset because I lost. That's crossing a line that shouldn't be crossed to begin with. It's a line people should just stop right there. So I just felt it was stupid. It was an unfortunate event. Unfortunately, 2 people that lost their lives were actually 2 pretty popular people in the Madden community, believe it or not. So for them to get taken out, and they were both young of age and upcoming, it was troubling to see that. So, prayers go out to their families and everyone in the Madden community, the True Boy, and forgot the other young man's name, but yeah, it was just tough to see. So I don't know. I just feel at this point people need to get beefed up with security, or we need to look at the gun control laws or something, because it's becoming a recurring theme of just peaceful citizens getting shot up because somebody's having a bad day or they're angry that something happens to them and they're taking it out on other people. And then for you to turn back and take your own life after you do that's stupid. Like, what's the point of you doing all that then killing yourself? Like, if you want to go kill yourself, then hey, by all means, I don't approve of it. But hey, if that's what you feel like you gotta do, then go ahead and do it. But don't feel like you gotta take somebody else's life. So I just felt like the whole situation was just it was just unfortunate and tragic, and hopefully something gets done to stop this from happening again. So that was my take on it.
What about you, Ed?
Um, it was like Go said, very tragic. I wasn't watching um the live stream. I don't really watch Madden like that, but from going to an event like Evo, which is something like the Madden event that was going on, it kind of hits close to home um when you put it into perspective. Just imagine if you was at a tournament like this and something like that happens. Unfortunately, the mass murder rate in America is just skyrocketing out of control at this point, and for us to now it's starting to leak into all the other aspects. Well, school shootings is one thing, and don't I feel horrible about every one of these incidents, but we need to have some kind of control on what's going on and a little bit better security at these events. Not just because of one incident, but as a whole, we know what kind of world we live in, what kind of people that we have to deal with. And for rage quitting, I mean, it happens. I think at least one time in everybody's life, everybody just turned off the video game mid-game because they got pissed off about the situation that they was in because they was getting their ass handed to them. But for him to actually be able to get into this tournament, lose the game, yeah, it's money on the line, but you're supposed to fight another day, and for him to open fire on these people at this tournament is just, it's insane at this point. Like, how much more are we gonna hear about somebody just opening fire at these events before something happens? This is probably, I'm sorry to say, but I really believe this is probably not gonna be the first time we hear about something like this in America because of our track record right now with these events. But what else can we do? We've been protesting about it. A lot of people been very vocal about these issues, and I don't think our Congress people and the NRA are getting it through their thick skull that this is something that's can be contained if they want it to be contained. But
So
I'm just one man by myself among many. I don't own guns. I don't believe in that type of violence at all. I mean, I came up from an area, if I lost, I lost. But to take it out where I need to shoot it up, nah, I'm good.
Right.
And then on top of that, to take myself out. So you're pretty much being selfish on both ends. You're gonna kill somebody else's kids, and then you're gonna kill yourself. You can't be a man and face your own consequences. I mean, if you can't be a man, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you at this tournament?
It was a qualifier. That's the thing. It wasn't even like a real like.
it was the
real
chance
tournament.
to go to.
Yeah, like you had more chances to go. You could have went to other qualifiers. It was just multiple qualifiers happened throughout the year. Like it's at least like it's one for like every team basically.
Yeah.
So he had more chances. It was just stupid. Like people like that just need to be evaluated or something needs to be done. Like you said, it's just ridiculous.
All right. So, being Conway is international. What is your take on? If you want to speak on it, you can say pass or whatever you want to do. What is your take on America and violence? Like, how? I'm just curious on how America is seen from abroad because I never really had the chance just growing up from, the streets. I really haven't been able to talk to someone from abroad to the level of like, what does America look like that is just oblivious to maybe some of the things that's going on here. So, do you have any take, or do you mind giving us some insight on at least your corner of the globe? What does America look like in terms of like violence or anything like that?
Well, first of all we have on the news from America is mostly just all the accidents and shootings, etc. So most of people doesn't really know anything else than what news tells us.
So it's really,
So-
it's really just we're
It's-
evil.
It's kind of like everything bad that happens there is brought to Finland, which is kind of sad to me. Like as an example, the Madden shooting that was on the news in Finland, and all the bad stuff in it.
All right, so yeah, so America is not getting portrayed well, and that's the one thing that I really hate, and it's always something bad. Like, there's a lot of good things that happen. Like, there was a GoFundMe for a guy that works at Rouse's for him to go to school. That does not get any publicity. Like, people raise money for this kid to get an education, and it gets overlooked.
Well, then again, Finnish news mainly only tell or report stuff that is bad because that gives most of the views.
So
They want the money.
so it's pretty much ratings. The rating wars is 24/7 in Finland.
Mostly yes.
That is sad. So Twitch Finland. This is not new to you then. So Twitch in Finland has the same view process on get the money so we can get the commercials and the ads and focus on what brings people to see, which is violence, which it is sad that's how we are programmed.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Zig? How do you feel on the subject? One, Zig plays Madden. Zig was the person that got me into playing Madden again since Madden 98 came out. And I know Madden hits home for you because that's something you actually enjoyed at some point.
Exactly. Well, one of the main things is, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kono is had his military experience, and I was part of a disaster recovery and security unit. So I'm just kind of wondering, how is someone able to get a gun into the building? Like, what is the screening process like? You just walk in.
You seen
You
the
just
screening
show them the
process?
ticket.
That old dude that just do the yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's already, a failure right there. Whenever it don't matter if it's just a convention for, a science fair, and it's getting to the point where everybody needs to be,
Thorough
walking
research.
through I don't think you necessarily have to pat them down, but they need to walk through some sort of metal detector.
Don't mean to interrupt, but another thing is you got to think some of these people are volunteers, so you don't know the venue, if you got to pay for security, if they have security, stuff like that. Where
Right.
for sponsors, because I'm pretty sure sponsors was there. Sponsors have to at least put in for it, or just to protect yourselves. Because one, there's a lot of kids that play Madden and are very good at it, and
Right.
that to me was like, wow, like that could have been like someone's 12-year-old kid that got into YouTube or Twitch or Mixer. I'm not gonna rule Mixer out. I gotta keep remembering there's the big three now.
Right.
But they could have gotten into that and could have gotten hurt, could have gotten killed, injured just from people stepping over small children trying to run for exits. Like, fight or flight. You grab your nuts and run. You literally just be like, I'm out of here. And that's sad.
Right. Like, did anyone specify what kind of weapon was fired? Was it a pistol?
I could pull it up if y'all want. If anybody's here.
Don't remember. I think somebody said it had a laser on on the end
You know what
of
I'm saying?
it.
How do you bring that into a building? Like that's just unacceptable. Like you gotta at least run through a, not walk through a metal detector or something.
I would have expected them to at least check the bags that
And
these
check the
people bring
bags
in.
exactly, man.
Because
Like
I know they probably don't do a good job, but I know they have like restrictions at some of these events. With
have some sort of checkpoint.
if you have a bag, it has to be checked, and it gotta be like a certain type of bag or a certain
Exactly.
size. So for them to, because I know, like even now at Evo, like you can't just walk in with a big bag and you got 2 or 3 sticks in there. You gotta really choose like 1 or 2 sticks that you're gonna use, and you
Exactly.
either gonna carry one and put one in your bag, or you carrying both of them because
Okay.
they don't really want those type of bags no more. It's
Right,
like
and that's what I was
schools
saying.
now.
How do you just walk in with it like no no no? You
Uh,
know, like
I found out the truth. I got it.
okay, what you got?
I'm not disclosing the names if you want to know names and stuff like that because
Better look
this
it
is
up.
still
Right,
this person. This is still this person's family, who probably don't want to be associated with that. But it
right.
was 2 firearms, a 45 caliber, and a 9mm, an extra ammo.
Okay,
Yeah, an extra ammo. He used one of those firearms in a shooting, and it was outfitted with an aftermarket laser sight.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's just like you got two guns in there with ammo, and you know what I'm saying? That's just unacceptable,
And
man.
also to Gold's point, the person was hospitalized with psychiatric facilities that he was prescribed antipsychotic and antidepressant medication. So
Right,
he was evaluated. He was evaluated, and they cleared him.
and diagnosed.
Yes, and that's when he needs to be put on a list where he cannot own a gun. Colin, what's Finland's laws on owning firearms? Is there any?
Um, they're really hard to get, and mainly if you get some um, um, rights to carry a gun, it's for hunting.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you cannot have a weapon, a firearm.
Oh, okay. So pretty
It's
much
mainly-
hunting license.
Yeah,
Okay. Hold on.
and also I want to add to the Madden incident. What I've heard is that before the match, the shooter did tweet that I'm in the mood to kill someone today.
What?
Wow.
I heard that from a friend of mine who even told the whole thing to me, and he mentioned about that. That just got me thinking: how is it possible that someone tweets that and nobody realizes that?
That I've never heard. See, Finland got the scoop. Oh,
But then again, I'm not really sure if that is even true, but that's what I've heard.
wait. I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna do the research. Let's see. And the dude won a Madden tournament before. Like, that's crazy. He was well known. He won previous ones, and they probably, if it's true, they probably like ban that off the internet. Come on. Nothing anything granted again. Life is cut too short. I go with that. That it's probably true. Let's see. Like oh man, this is a really bad spot for video games right now because we already had the whole "hey, guns is violence" again, where if there's no place to blame. It immediately goes to video games, but it's never to like drugs or anything like that. Even prescribed drugs make you loony and messed up. But it never goes to that. It's literally just, hey, pointing at the video games. Like, I played Mario. I didn't go around stomping people in the head whenever I got a chance. Like, oh, you're looking kind of low, buddy. Let me Goomba stomp you to death. No. I ain't go around with a cape trying to jump off a roof with my hands out like, yeah, I'm going to fly. I'm going to grab the back of this cape, and I'm going to take off. No. Now, some people, I rage quit. Like, I was in a mood today where I probably could have broke my controller just to let off some steam. But I'm never to the point where I'm going punch holes in my wall or going slap my wife around. Is literally just like, all right, it's a game, relax. It's frustrating, but you know what? I'm going to keep going. Something good going to come out of it. But, yeah, like, that's just crazy.
I mean, I know I can't lie. I threw a fight stick out of off the third story window one night. So,
boy, you can never borrow my fight stick. you can never borrow my fight stick.
hey, that was a couple of years. That was a long time ago. I was in New York. I was going through life. I was drunk.
You did that in New York, boy. You never, that flight stick didn't even hit the ground before somebody scooped it up. Thanks, cuz.
Thanks, blood. Thanks, blood.
Cut up the come up real. From what it looks like, yeah, he really did tweet something out.
Well, at least his Twitter is suspended right now.
Yeah, it was like a screenshot from somebody else had. Yeah, it looks like it was official. He did tweet something out about it, which is kind of messed up. We're gonna redline this one at this point, and my condolences go out to all the victims, their families. From behalf of the Redline podcast and everyone here, I'm pretty sure we could all say it is a tragedy. It is a tragedy that something like this could happen on a live event where people just want to have fun. People just came to show that they could do something on a world stage or potential world stage, and someone's mental capabilities were broken for whatever reason and completely messed up the atmosphere. That this could have been somebody's best time of their life, and it turned to probably the worst day that some of these people will ever have going forward. So on behalf of the Redline podcast, I'm just going to say it's literally one of the nation's worst moments right now, on top of everything else that's going on. So on behalf of us, we are sorry that you all had to be such a part of a traumatic event such as this. So my prayers and thoughts go out to y'all. Whatever you believe in, just take a moment of silence for those people and redline. Okay, so on to something that I really wanted to talk about, and the whole reason why Conaway is even here right now is we had a little discussion about YouTube versus Twitch. To me, some people who are very good at either explaining stuff after the fact, or people that are not great in the moment or kind of awkward or need a script, will do phenomenal on YouTube, like blow it up. But then when they try to come to Twitch after the whole ad thing with YouTube and the algorithm and stuff changing, those people cannot make it on Twitch because they didn't adapt to the Twitch pace. And the Twitch pace is very fast. You have to respond almost in the moment or within so many seconds, or you feel boring or people don't find you entertaining. Me personally, I hate the editing aspect of YouTube because it's not a raw file on there. You have to doll it up. You have to make it look pretty to get the attention of people, and that's not something I do well. I'm just a let it flow, natural person. We get there when we get there, my own pace. But Conaway, you do a lot of editing. Like I've seen some of the stuff you had, and they had like a couple tracks where I was just like, that looks like a lot of work that I'm not doing. So I highly appreciate the level of effort that you put into the stuff that you have on YouTube, and that you grace me to see how bad I am at CS:GO. But and we still gotta have that rematch. We still have to have that rematch.
Good luck.
Oh,
Are you
and you got
practicing?
and you got a new mouse, so I'm definitely screwed.
Well, I'm not yet used this mouse, so you have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with a controller. That's how good I'm gonna be. I'm gonna play with a controller. But what's your take on, because you have experience with YouTube, even YouTube Live and Twitch. So what are some things that you see like the biggest differences or anything like that, that as a content creator, what's some of the kind of objectives or pros or cons, if you want to say, about it?
Um, well, first of all, I believe that if you start off, it might be easier to start off with Twitch, since I believe that it's a lot easier to get at least some kind of viewer base in Twitch. Then when it comes to YouTube, you really have to work on it, that you make content that is enjoyable to watch. It's not over edited or under edited or anything like that. It really depends on the editing style, how I see it. And like overall, I think it's easy to start on Twitch, but if you have big YouTube community, it's gonna be really difficult to start streaming because you're not used to making everything just outside, like just on the point.
Yeah, on the fly.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, the
That's what
improv.
I believe. Yeah, I believe that might be the biggest issue from changing from YouTube to Twitch, and that's why I think YouTube Live is good, because you can practice on there and you will have your viewer count still in there because you have all your subscribers and you don't need to start from the scratch. So it's really like it goes both ways, that as a streamer it's really hard to start making content on YouTube and vice versa.
Yeah. Because I don't make content. Like, I literally made a video and I was like, Zig, can you edit this so I can put it on my channel? Because
Yep.
I suck at editing. I hate it. But it's something that Zig really liked doing. From what he told me, he was like, yeah, I like doing stuff like that. And I was like, yo, man, look, I'll make videos. You post them, whatever channel you want. But we're doing reviews, and then I got another thing about trying to help people look at Twitch and kind of get on a road. So hopefully, me and Zig both got a whole bunch of stuff with our real world 9 to 5s that once we get past this phase, we can start working on the other content. But it's really just like Ed, like you I see you on Twitch, but I know you don't really like be on Twitch for long periods of time, like us.
I'll be on there. I'm one of those people that I sit back and I lurk a little bit, and I also like if I like I done told you guys plenty of times I like to go in those chat rooms where it's just straight cancer. You get all the good memes and spam that you can find, throwing up emotes and laughing at the streamer. So it depends on the time of day and streaming. Cause I don't watch that many streamers. I pop in on a lot of streamers, but like consistently watching stream certain people, um, I don't really do that too much. Especially in the early morning, I'll be knocked out in the morning.
Go. What about you? You still up?
Yes, sir.
So we doing the YouTube versus Twitch. Like what is yours like? You are like the hardest person to get a follow from because you literally just go and watch people's streams. And be like, yeah, I've been watching for a while. I'm not following them. So
Yes.
like, but do you follow? Do you subscribe to a lot of people on YouTube?
Um, to be honest, when it comes to subscribing and following, I gotta be able to enjoy the content that they're making. Like, if it's like Ed said, like I like the cancer stream, I like the cancer chats. Like I love those because those are the funniest ones. But if it's like a point to where like I'm watching you and I'm not really entertained, I'm just watching because you're good at the game, so I can see the game and I can learn stuff. Like that's fine. But if I don't find you entertaining, I'm not going to subscribe or follow you. So like, for instance, I have a couple of streamers that I watch all the time, but I don't follow or subscribe because they're like, it's like they're looking at the screen, like it's like they get too involved in the game and they don't like pay attention to the people that's watching them. Like they just only focus on the game. Like it's like they're playing the game at their house by themselves, just chilling, focused, and like they ignore their chat. Like I see people donating money. They'll be begging about some donations, ad after ad after ad, and like they're not doing anything like interacting with their stream. So if it's a streamer that they're cool, they're entertaining, they interact with their stream, then yeah, I'll give them a follow. Um, it depends on if it's something I mentioned. Like as y'all all know, I'm getting into the Super Mario 64 speed running. So I clicked around a couple of those because a lot of those streamers they're kind of, I don't know. I didn't really too much find them entertaining. They was just too uptight. So I found a couple that I was interested in. So I followed them, and they keep their chat entertained, but they're also able to explain like what they're doing, and also they can multitask, right? Because they're literally like doing all these glitches and tricks and reading chat. And I know I probably wouldn't be able to do that at this point. So it just depends on your level of involvement and whether or not you're just like a super try hard gamer or you're good at the game, but you can also like talk to people on the side. You're not like a super introvert trying to be an extrovert, because that's not gonna work. So that's pretty much what it takes. I think you gotta them the three phases: entertainment, quality of the gameplay, and interaction. That's what I look for.
All right, Kono, a question: do you prefer editing over like just going live? Like if you could choose one, if it was like, hey, you can edit and just make your content and put it out, or you had to be a live streamer and we give you that gold helicopter that you've been complaining about. Which one would you choose?
I would go with editing myself, as I feel like it's easier for me, since I don't really talk on streams and I'm really quiet anyways, and I don't have anything to talk about in streams, and overall my streaming is really trash.
What you talking about? You an affiliate now, fam. You not trash.
But when it comes to editing, my problem with editing is that I don't have enough material to edit, so that's why I live stream more than do videos on YouTube. But I would prefer to keep editing instead of streaming.
Now, you don't have that much content, but you get literally called a hacker every time you play any game, though. That's the best material. The cancer come to you.
Well, That might be more. I, um, yeah, I think it's mostly because every game I play is against Russians. Not any hate for Russians, but they have quite bad community on CS. As do Finnish people have as bad community, but Russians really stand out from everyone else.
Yeah, they do. They do.
They don't even speak English in the fucking chat, so
They don't even try.
something random. And when I tell them that I don't speak Russian, they keep talking Russian. Then they only tell that I'm cheating, and I'm like, okay, bye, I'm leaving.
Like, I'm here. I'm done here. All right, next game.
And it's really hard to get good material for video because my editing style really needs some unusual kills, etc. in CS:GO. So it usually takes like 6 months to make one video.
So there's the turnaround time, 6 months for one video.
Yeah.
Look. If you want to edit some of my
I'll
stuff,
upload it as unlisted anyway. So
like if you want to edit some of my stuff, I will gladly send you everything and be like, make it work.
sure, why not?
You don't know what you signed up for. You don't know what you signed up for. We gonna talk about this typing so I can make sure you understood. Be like, I know you said your English not the best, but this is what you signed up for. But
I can't wait.
all the shit you about to cut out. Be like, what were you even doing? When did you own a dog? Man, look, that dog came to my window. I don't own a dog. It just showed up. And I had to deal with it. Like, this is the stuff I deal with on a daily basis. Or the mariachi band playing in the background. Be like, that's why. Yeah. I have a lot of fun stuff that happens off stream.
Mariachi band.
Like, every day, something weird. Like, just random sounds outside that gets picked up by the microphone. But so Ed, and then we'll go to goal. Ed, so if you could choose one, would it be live streaming or would it be like a scripted kind of YouTube feed for you?
I think I'm gonna be along the lines of what Conway said. I'd rather do the live stream because I like to joke at the moment. Like I don't do real well with writing my own jokes at times. So like if I catch something funny or I read something or see something, then of course I'm gonna joke about it right then and there. But if I'm just recording something, it's probably gonna be scripted and not as entertaining as it would be live stream. Plus, like Conway said, you get that general viewer base, so you get some people to actually go look at your videos on YouTube after they've seen you stream a little bit, and they might actually enjoy it enough to like recommend it to somebody else.
All right.
That's just me.
Go. What about you?
Personally, I like live streaming because, like Ed said, it's like the joke aspect of it. I like to joke a lot, so it's like when you recording pre-recording, you have to like have the jokes like it's speaking in the future. So you gotta like you're talking to yourself, but so people gonna watch, so you're talking to them, but at the time you talk to yourself, so it's kind of weird. But I'd rather it happen in the moment because it's more genuine, and I can laugh at it at that time. So me personally, I prefer the live stream prior to recording. Even though I do like editing and stuff, which is weird because I prefer to do live stream, but I like editing. So it's kind of complicated to explain. But if I had to pick one, I'll go with the live stream.
Zig, you available to speak on?
Yeah, I'll speak on the first question too, like Twitch versus YouTube. Did y'all do that already?
Yeah, we did that one already.
I like the Twitch aspect. Like you actually interact with your community. Whereas YouTube, you have to do like fan questions and kind of stuff like that. But that's my answer on that one. But I actually like YouTube. I don't know, it's something about the grind of like putting together a masterpiece in a way, like a puzzle. Like you got your like I like creating intros. I like going into After Effects and creating stuff and trying to put something together. Like I don't know, it's something about being up at I don't know, it's very weird. Like 3 in the morning, like editing a video. Like I don't know, it's something about the grind that I just love. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I sound crazy, I know, but
Nah, man, I understand. It's like a rush for you. Like
yeah, it's something about like yeah, like putting together a video and then like 7, 8 in the morning, you have a video that's gonna drop and everybody's gonna check it out. But I do like like I like stand up comedy and off the cuff stuff like that. So I kind of gravitate towards streaming as well. So I kind of see both sides of it. But if I had to pick one, I would go with preparing a video.
All right. So this is my answer because I feel bad that everybody else went. For me, it would actually be YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I picked as well.
Yeah. I knew I would be great at YouTube if I could get editing down. So if I could play and interact with the game and have fun and then go back and just cut all the trash stuff out, I would be very happy with YouTube. It's just I have not gotten to the point where I could cut the trash stuff out. And that's one reason why I really, really admire Mara, because Mara has went from anything she put her mind to, she really do well. And she hates me because I start poking at her and be like, do this. And she be like, just leave me alone. And I'm like, you can make it. Just do it. And I just see all the creative passion in her, but she's just so tired and drained out from everything else. She hasn't built up kind of like the strength to just settle down like and get that rush or wait for the rush to kick in. Because there's times where I'm streaming where I have to force myself to get off because I'm enjoying it so much. And I'm like, oh man, like tonight I had all these people in. I was like, oh man, I really want to keep going, but we got to record and then I got to get ready for work in the morning. I can't sit here and let this consume me right now. And it's weird. I might have to switch my off days to Thursday if I can, because Wednesday has always been like just a really good day for streaming for me. Just looking back, I looked at my stats today for like the first time in like 6 months, and it literally said Wednesday is your best day. Wednesday is your best day for whatever reason. So I don't know if other streamers just take Wednesday off because it's the middle of the week and they say, oh, it's hump day. I'm a stream Sunday through Tuesday and Thursday back to Sunday. And Wednesday is just a lull time. And that's where a lot of my people come, or a lot of my special stream days happen on Wednesday. So I'm thinking I'm going to just change my whole time frame and be like, hey, I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, and that'll be a good day to just test it out and see. But I would really enjoy YouTube if I could just create content all day, send it to somebody, and then it comes back perfect and tweaked and added. I'm all about that. I love being a content creator. I hate being a studio production team. That's what drives me crazy, because I don't have the perfect eye. I was just cutting stuff. Like the old podcast that I had, I just was cutting so much stuff. And even with the Sharky videos, that was like one takes. I was doing one takes, and if I messed up, I cut it and I just redid the whole thing over again, just so I didn't have to edit it out. Or even just wait for rendering. Rendering is what kills me. But That's my choice. The other thing that I wanted to kind of talk about was, as viewers, Go, you kind of touched on it, and Ed, y'all pretty much talked about like cancers in the chat and things like that. Like, how do y'all expect streamers to combat that, or like, what is your take on, like, Go, you'll be streaming soon, whenever you get ready to start. So when you get those trolls, how do you believe, or how do you feel you gonna be able to do, or like, what is your take on dealing with trolls and cancer? Because cancer exists in every community, and usually new people get sniffed out first. So do you see that being a problem with just starting out, or has that been a thought or like a fear in streaming for you?
I've thought about it. Yeah, it hasn't really been. It's not really a fear because it don't really bother me. Like, people are assholes. Like, that don't bother me. Like, whether you're successful or not, people gonna troll you regardless. In fact, the more successful you get, the more trolls you probably get in your chat. Cause I see it all the time. Like the biggest streamers, they'll get like a whole bunch of like random, like the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Just past their stream, like they'll like make like gay jokes to them or like very inappropriate racial jokes, and it depends on the line. If you cross a certain line, then you gotta get hit with that ban. That's just how it's gonna go. If you cross a line. But if you just like trolling, you want to have like a good fun, you making like lighthearted joke, like you making like just joking, trolling. I'll laugh with you, I'll troll back with you. I won't even trip. But if it's like some out of line racist, like I'm being called like a coon, push monkey, something like that, then no, I won't. That's when it gotta stop. You just gotta know. To me, you just gotta know what lines not to cross. Like you just gotta know. Like for instance, you was streaming a couple minutes ago. They had the guy came in. It's like, oh, it's a black guy playing Gundam. I want to see what a black guy can do with the game. Like, what was your purpose of doing that? Like, you just trolling. Like, we know what you're doing. And then when you get called out on and exposed, you backpedal and be like, oh well, I found out. Let me find another stream and hop in. Like that's stupid. So it just depends on the level of disrespect that people reach. Like you can go for a cool 7. Once you pass that 7
What you go for a cool 7 of disrespect?
I can go for a 7. Once you pass 7, then that's when it's like, I gotta hit you with that ban. You gotta get out my chat. You gotta leave. So that's my thoughts on it. So,
all right, Konoe, you are kind of in the cool spot because you don't have face cam or even talk in streams. So have people came in and tried to troll you and really just had nothing to troll about?
All the time.
Really? I would not have expected that.
It was just a few days ago that last time someone came and just troll around. But lucky for me, I'm a really tolerant person and I don't really care.
Man. Yeah, and that's the thing with me. People try to push me. One, I don't think there's anything left about being black that people could tell me. But like, you're fat, you're black, weeb, and I'm like, okay, I'm
playing Gundam.
yeah, like I'm really looking for unique comments at this point.
boy,
like I'm really looking for unique comments.
You look like the suit that you playing in.
big boy playing Gundam.
Like, I really would appreciate it just from a troll standpoint because Konoe, what you don't know about me is I go and lurk in IRL streams and be very, very funny and just talking about everything in the chat. Like, there was 2 girls that were drunk on stream and they had an eviction notice on the background or a light bill. And I was like, what that bill is like, how much is your light bill? Like, every light on was in the house. And I was just asking questions because I was curious. I'm like, what makes these girls think that's another thing I want to talk about. What make these girls think that just because you're attractive that you just you wear a low cut shirt and these guys give you money? Now they give you money, but how can you justify that but say you're not a stripper or almost like how you're literally selling your body even if you're not getting fully nude, lewd or whatever you want to call it, you are still selling yourself for money. And it's not even good it's not even a content you can critique. It's how much cleavage can I get away with? What's a legal amount of cleavage can you get away with?
I mean, at this point, we've seen people doing body painting now on Twitch, so
It has to get regulated though. It has to be art. You have to justify it as art.
I guess.
Hey,
It's still a titty. A titty is always going to be a titty.
I agree.
I don't care what anybody say. A titty will always be a titty.
I agree, but it is a titty for art.
Yeah.
Like it's art. Mona Lisa, the statue of the Venus de Milo, all that stuff is still art and it's still a titty. Venus de Milo is still a titty with no arms.
But I don't see how. I mean, I understand. I truly do understand, but I don't see how Twitch don't be like we dealing with a bunch of millennials that's getting hard offs to this. This is pretty much soft porn at this point.
You are correct.
And I mean, I know if you say certain words on Twitch, you can get banned for it.
Oh, I know that because I've been banned.
Has happened.
Huh?
Has happened to me as well.
Oh, yeah. So
Conway got banned. Conway don't talk.
Conway got Conway left evidence. Conway typed. Conway used to come to my stream and beg me to. I don't know if you was drunk, but you used to beg us to ban you in one other streamer that we know as a whole.
Yeah.
No comment.
Order and the law.
like you used to just say, "Ban me, please," and we would do it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, for me, to be honest, I've done a lot worse things.
I fail to believe.
Like, yes, I was drunk, like I'm pretty much always, but I was drunk and I just wanted to get banned for no reason. I don't know what's the thought behind of it. I just felt like, please ban me.
Like Conway used to come in and be like, "Ban me, please."
That man said he wanted to get his numbers up. I'm gonna be the highest bit donator, but you gotta ban me at the same time. Get me out of here. And then when I come back,
donate the 8-bit, I just type there, ban me, please.
Yes, yes, that was it. It was a Gundam stream when I was playing Gundam Breaker. Conway came in, gave like $10. They said, "Ban me, please," and gave like $1 for every time I didn't ban.
Yeah, trolled them with dollars. I remember that.
And I was like, "All right, look, you're getting banned just so you can't donate." And then it was like, "Thank you," and that was it. Like, we have so many stupid moments on my stream that it is literally ridiculous at this point.
now that you mentioned that, like while you were saying that it was a meme that you posted in the group chat. It was like the Sigma, and the dude was holding on to his hand. So that Conaway was following saying thank you after he done donated all his money to ban me.
Like, bye. You are over with now. Like, look, take my money. Now ban me. I'll never return. And like, I'm perfectly fine with trolls. I know a lot of people are in a tizzy about it, but pretty much on my stream, you really can tell me anything. Like, you can talk about me all you want. One, I let it slide because they're actually helping your numbers. Twitch looks at chat. So if they keep talking to you, it helps you. So I let it slide. I'm like, if you want to bring all your friends in here to talk and chat, one, you're helping my views. So you're moving me up in the chain where other people are like, what's going on in this chat? Two, you're actually helping my chat, like actual chat numbers, because they want to know. You could have a lot of viewers, but if nobody's talking, it's not really a community. So I'm fine with that. But when you attack my community and you start sending them messages, that's when I have a problem with you. Everything else, you can come in, call me whatever you want, call me Tank Todd McGee or whatever you want to call me. Grimace, Old Goose, Maverick, Ace, Chunk and Munch. It don't matter.
Ghost Rider.
You can call me whatever you want.
Gunner. I don't want to be Goose.
He dies. Goose dies.
Ghost Rider.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Like, you can call me anything you want because, one, I know who I am. I have not changed. I've changed physically, but I have not changed who I am at the core of my person. And everybody knows that. Now, if you catch me on a bad day where work got to me and then you come in and try to troll me, you get trolled back. And that's the thing. Like, we had someone today. They came in and just from their YouTube search history, which if you are watching this on YouTube, please go check out your settings to see who can see your liked videos and all that stuff, because like your watch history, because if you looking up some messed up stuff, I will find it. And I will make fun of you for it. If you try to troll me, it will be the worst decision of your life. Like, there's people that are watching, how did Donald Trump win the election? How to make ramen? How to build a PC? You a streamer? Like, you asking people for money for a PC, and you trying to look up, is a $12 solid state drive worth it? It is clearly not.
Installation.
Yeah.
It's a legit.
Like, you trying to figure all this stuff out, and you don't know. Like,
I just don't know.
How to make my chocolate giddy go up or down.
Chocolate giddy. Like, you need to understand, you are in an age where if you give someone an inch, they will take the mile and run with it. You can't keep yourself. That's why you go to me, y'all look up my name. Unless you know my real government name, you will never find me. But you can Google A Bit of Fun and I pop up. But if you Google my real government name, you will not find anything on it. Besides like a 40-year-old Caucasian male that lives in Iowa or somewhere. Other than that, you don't find anything. I made that separation of, and it's sad that I had to do this, but I learned my lesson from getting banned and almost losing my job the first time. I literally said,
Cranky cashier.
yes. Yes.
R.I.P.
Which I didn't even say where I worked, and they still said they was gonna fire me. So it's stuff like that where you can make that separation. If you choose to use your real name, that's fine, but you got to know the responsibilities that come with it. And if you choose to make this alias, you got to understand you have to protect yourself as a person and your family. Like, that's why, like, me and Mara, everybody knows that's my fiance, but they don't really know her real name. And they can't get her real name and reverse it back to me. Even on her channel, everybody know me by my alias. So it's things like that where you have to take into consideration of the people that are around you. Like, swatting was a big thing. All that stuff helps you and hurts you at the same time. So you get all these views, but not everybody have good intentions. And that's the problem. Twitch is a very liable place to where people can reverse and track you. Even by something simple as, oh, I'm going to give you a donation. Hey, you know, you're giving this donation to this person. And then from there, everything blows up. Your real name is attached to PayPal. You're asking for money. They need to know who they sending it to. And then you made a post using your location from an iPhone on Facebook or Twitter. And bam. They know where you stay. And they send the police there. That's another thing that it's just, it blows up out of proportion. There's not enough genuine, like, I just want to watch this dude. Someone's always out to get somebody, and it's kind of sad at this point.
Oh, I will find you.
Hey, you find me, I will literally be like, 1v1 me, I'm bringing the games, we gonna figure something out. But anybody else, I'm shooting you before you get through my door. Like you will
with that hammer, that heat.
Like this
Get on
is
the heater.
This is self-defense. I'm not mad. This is self-defense. You should not be in my home. Like
Right,
My boy 8-bit pack more heat than a Bill Cosby sweater.
get the
Bill Cosby pill. What you talking about? Put them boys to sleep.
But it's just sad.
Right. It's invasion of privacy, dude.
Yes.
If you going that far just to find out that much information about somebody, clearly you got to figure out something else to do with your time in life, because it's not that serious. Like, that's on the point of stalking at this point, stalking and harassment. Like, that's getting up to the point where the first time you do it is a felony now.
Yeah.
So if you want to pop up at anybody's door because this is how you found them through the internet, through their PayPal account, because you donated money to them, what you gonna knock on my door for? I don't have your. I never carry cash on me, so you can either come in here and get shot, or you can keep going before I call the cops, because clearly you're not supposed to be here. I didn't invite you here. I didn't want to meet you person to person. If I did, I would have told everybody, and it'd be a public place.
Like, for me, I don't mind. Like, I was at a convention. Kid walked up to me. Hey, are you a streamer? I went, yes. He went, do you play Gundam? I said yes. And he was like, my friend watches you. Can I get a picture? And he's going to flip out because he said he was going to come and he didn't. I said, sure. Sent it to him. Hey, he wants to know if you can sign something. I was like, all right. I gave him like, what did I gave him like something that I had on me. I think it was a stuffed animal or something that I bought. And I just signed it with like, I asked a band for their marker, and the band looked at me like, oh, can you want us to sign something? I went, no, I gotta sign something. He was like, who are you? I was like, don't worry about it. It's nothing. So I signed, like, I think it was Kelsifer from Howl's Moving Castle. And I gave it to him. And he was like, yeah, he's gonna flip out. He was like, it was a big moment for him to help his friend out who watched me. And I still don't know who it is at this point, because he was like, I don't know my friend's Twitch name. So I was like, bet. And I thought I was being trolled. I was like, Myra paid this kid to come up here and do this. But no, it was just some random kid. And I was like, all right, cool. Whatever, I'm out. But people, are very like people like that. I'm fine with. If I'm at home and somebody knocking on my door, hey Pit, I just want to drink Mara's bath water, please. Chill out. Go back to your home. We are over. This is done. But not everybody think that way. They become infatuated and the lines of reality and the persona that you have blurs, and they think you are who you are on stream, and sometimes it's not the case. Like I said, some people, YouTube stars, have that where they are over eccentric, they high energy, and when they cut it off, you mean them they shy, timid, have nothing like they are in person because it's a facade, it's an act. But that's not the case with everybody, but some of them are like that, and you get disappointed when you meet those people. It's not the same. Like, I met the person that plays Brock in Pokemon. Very nice person, but is not how I would expect. Just was like, well, different person, different mentality, different everything. I thought he'd be excited about talking about voice acting. He was very much did not want to talk about voice acting. So I was like, all right, cool. Bet. I'm out.
That's just like when you remember when we was all watching AGDQ or SGDQ not too long ago, and they had those guys they do really well in their personal stream. Then you do an interview with them, they get like very claustrophobic and awkward and scared almost.
Yeah. Like it's just you meet your hero sometime and you realize they are better in front of the screen. They are not. Some people are not approachable. Some people are. It's just the hand that you are dealt at that time. But I'm not gonna hold anybody hostage up. One, our international guest is on a different time zone than us, and
Right.
Zig, you good
Yes,
over?
sir.
Yeah. So, one, I'm gonna turn this over. I know Conor is probably nervous, but I'm like, hey, you got any shout outs you want to do? Anybody who, you know, you want to give some praise or thanks to, or just say some weird Finnish stuff that we're not gonna censor.
The floor is yours.
Oh hell, Conaway.
No.
So, no words from Conaway, but Conaway, thank you for giving us some of your God time. I know you like creating seeds of fun and, you know, heaven and utopia with Jesus Christ over there, but I appreciate you.
What?
I appreciate you taking this time to hang out with us before you get busy with all your busy stuff, you know.
It was my pleasure.
And what about y'all? Y'all got anything to say before I end it?
Not really. Send me more memes.
Go. What about you, bro?
Redline.
All
Redline.
right, go. Guys, one, send up your thoughts and prayers. Go's mom, aka our mom, the group's mom, will be having some surgery on her knee. Her meniscus is torn,
Mama Gold.
and we want to send our thoughts and well wishes to her as she, you know, she gets better soon. Get well soon.
Or like the internet weaves call it, send her your energy.
Yeah, bust a Goku for Mama Gold, so she can come back Ultra Instinct, beating everybody.
With a
Is
slipper.
she going to the hyperbolic time chamber?
Yeah, beating everybody with the slipper, making sure we stay on track. So, guys, if y'all wouldn't mind just doing that for us, as always, I am your host, 8-Bit. Like, hit the notification bell, and all that other fun stuff that YouTube tells me to tell you to do. And we will see y'all next time on Redline.
Redline.
Oh, and don't forget, there's only one nature boy, and every cheek can get bust. Woo!
This dude.
He's doing the recordings. It's him. He left us in.
because he recorded it, so we can't get rid of it.
Guest is on a different time zone than us, and Zig, you good
Yes,
over?
sir.
Yeah. So, one, I'm gonna turn this over. I know Conway's probably nervous, but I'm like, hey, you got any shout outs you want to do? Anybody who, you want to give some praise or thanks to, or just say some weird Finnish stuff that we not gonna censor?
The floor is yours.
Oh hell, Conaway.
No.
So, no words from Conaway. But Conaway, thank you for giving us some of your God time. I know you like creating seeds of fun and heaven and utopia with Jesus Christ over there. But I appreciate you.
What?
I appreciate you taking this time to hang out with us before you get busy with all your busy stuff.
It was my pleasure.
And what about y'all? Y'all got anything to say before I end it?
Not really. Send me more memes.
Go. What about you, bro?
Redline.
All
Redline.
right, go. Guys, one, send up your thoughts and prayers. Go's mom, aka our mom, the group's mom, will be having some surgery on her knee. Her meniscus is torn,
Mama Gold.
and we want to send our thoughts and well wishes to her as she gets better soon. Get well soon.
Or like the internet weaves call it, send her your energy.
Yeah, bust a Goku for Mama Go, so she can come back Ultra Instinct, beating everybody.
With a
Is
slipper.
she going to the hyperbolic time chamber?
Yeah, beating everybody with the slipper, making sure we stay on track. So, guys, if y'all wouldn't mind just doing that for us, as always, I am your host, 8-Bit. Hit the notification bell, and all that other fun stuff that YouTube tells me to tell you to do. And we will see y'all next time on Redline.
Redline.
Oh, and don't forget, there's only one nature boy, and every cheek can get bust. Woo!
This dude.
He's doing the recordings.